Not only is this chicken and broccoli super quick and super easy to make, and to me it tastes better than fast food, but the chicken stays nice and juicy thanks to a restaurant secret ingredient. I'm using chicken breast, but you can use chicken thighs. I know chicken breast can be a little daunting to cook sometimes because you're worried about getting it right and it drying out, but you don't have to worry about that in this recipe because our little secret ingredient helps the chicken retain its moisture and it keeps it nice and juicy and tender. And I'm slicing the chicken into about 1/4 inch thick slices. You want them to all be uniform. For the marinade, I'm starting with some sesame oil, some light soy sauce, some oyster sauce, and some brown sugar. The soy sauce and the oyster sauce provide all the salt we need, so for the seasonings, the only thing I'm adding is onion powder and white or black pepper. And the secret ingredient to keep the chicken nice and tender is baking soda and cornstarch. You're gonna add in a tablespoon of water and give it a good massage to make sure all the pieces are coated. My friend's mom, who's Chinese, is the one that taught me this method, and I am forever grateful. And there are several methods to velvet meat, and this is the one that I like best. While the chicken's marinating, we can go ahead and cook the broccoli, and I'm adding in some sesame oil and 1 crushed garlic clove and 1 teaspoon of crushed ginger, and lightly sauteing that for about 30 seconds just to bring the aroma out. And then I'm adding in the broccoli and letting that saute together so the broccoli can take on the flavor of that delicious ginger and garlic. And then I add in 1/2 cup of water, cover, and let that steam for about 3 to 4 minutes. You want it to retain its crunchiness, so you really want to be careful not to overcook the broccoli. And then you'll add it to a plate and leave it uncovered so it doesn't continue to cook. In a large pan, add the 4 tablespoons of avocado oil and let that heat up till it's almost smoking. And you'll add in the chicken and leave it undisturbed for about 3 to 4 minutes. You want it to get nice and golden and form almost a crust. It literally smells amazing already. And we're not even close to done yet. While the chicken's cooking, I like to multitask and make my sauce. You start off with some brown sugar, some dark soy sauce, some light soy sauce, and I'm also adding in some oyster sauce, about 2 tablespoons of that. Add in the water and give it a really good mix and set it aside until the chicken's ready for the sauce. Once your sauce is done, it should be time to flip the chicken and you've got a nice golden sear. That's exactly what I was going for. Once you flip the chicken, go ahead and add in the garlic. I've got Frank here, my garlic crusher. Add in the crushed garlic and saute for about 30 seconds to a minute until that aroma of the garlic starts to come through. And this step is totally optional, but I'm adding in about a tablespoon of Shaoxing cooking wine or Chinese cooking wine. Saute for another 2 minutes and keep an eye on the garlic because you don't want that to burn. Add in the sauce, yum. Scrape up all those good bits. Give it a good mix and make sure all the chicken is covered in the sauce. And at this point, your chicken should be fully cooked, but you can go ahead and try it just to make sure. Go ahead and turn off the heat and add the broccoli in, and you want to gently mix it so you don't crush the broccoli. And we're basically done. I like to top it with some sesame seeds, but that part is totally optional, but I like the little crunch that it adds to the dish. And if you're doing low carb, you can eat it as is, but I like a starchy base. So I've got frozen rice that I prep and I freeze for moments like this. It's so easy, you just pop it in the microwave and it's ready. If you guys want to see some of my frozen hacks, things that I freeze and helps me prep meals during the week, let me know in the comments. Cook the rice in the microwave for about 4 minutes and it came out perfect. I also read somewhere that freezing rice makes it less caloric, and I'm gonna believe that because it makes me happy. Top your rice with the chicken and the broccoli, and I like to do a final sprinkle of sesame seeds. It's just aesthetically pleasing, and yes, it tastes good too. And I'm ready to eat this, so let's try it. I can't wait to try this. In the new year, I've been trying to like do less takeout and cook at home more, even though I normally cook. I love to cook, especially on Sundays. The family gets together. It's a moment for us to bond and get ready for the week. But, you know, there are a few days during the week where I do takeout. So I love this type of chicken stir fry, and I wanted to try making it myself at home. I think it's gonna be great. Let's try it. That like velveting of the chicken makes it so nice and tender. It's like the best little trick that Chinese mom and pop shops have. It makes the chicken delicious. And I want to try the broccoli. Sometimes this is hit or miss. That's why I like to cook it separately just a little bit so it still has like that crunch to it. So let's see. That is great. I'm sure you can hear the crunch. I think you guys are gonna love this. It's so quick and easy to put together. It's healthy and so much better than fast food because you can control the ingredients and you know what's going in, and the family will love it. Let me know how you guys like it if you try it in the comments. Bon appetit.